So, as far as what to do this week, just a couple quizzes, a few. Many as few as you want to do. I got one on weighted averages, old school. Actually, old school has become new school again. We're doing that in class now too, which is fun. I like that. It's all we'll do today. It's all we'll do tomorrow. I say tomorrow, I mean Thursday, of course. It's probably all we'll do next week. It's pretty much, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna keep seeing that over and over again. So that's that. And there you go. Other two, one's on outliers. It's a very, very boring quiz. I apologize. It's exceptionally boring. Here's a bunch of numbers. Find the outliers. It's like the most boring quiz I've ever made in my life, and I apologize. But I plan on making up for it the next couple that I'm putting together. I had some ideas for you guys today, riding up the hill, that I'm going to hopefully get up for next week and or the week after. I know we're getting towards the end of the term. I want to make sure that you guys have plenty of opportunities in case you... Some people have been sending emails that they're worried about getting a number of quizzes in, and I check and the folks need like 3. I'm like, you're golden. We're going to have 3 in class, let alone the ones we have posted outside. But I'll put more up anyway. It just becomes more interesting. Yeah, Natasha, what you got? Oh, just moving.
I'm just moving.
Just motion. I'm like an amphibian, I see moving. Yes? What else? So quiz, yeah, so outliers. Oh, relative position. There's a comparative box plot one I found. It's kind of fun. So that was up there too. So you got 3. 2, any or all or none, whatever you want to do. Your guys' call on that one. What questions do you guys have? Week 7. Yeah, week 7. God, it's half over, more than half over. I know, right? It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. I can't believe Oregon's still on 10-week terms. They want to change. Most states that were on 10-week terms realized it's a terrible idea and stopped doing it, went to semesters. You think Oregon ever will? What do you think? Do you guys like 10 weeks?
I don't like it.
You don't mind it? Anybody ever been from a semester system and then came here? Sarah, you have. Did you like the semester better than the term, or what do you think?
There's pros and cons.
To both.
It gets long sometimes in a topic you're really not interested in.
But for a topic like statistics that we love, which one immerse yourself for like 50% more time? I can see that point, of course. I wonder though, so here's my question for it. I thought about that. Because I've actually written letters to the legislature to try to get it to switch over semesters. We'd have to restructure the way we do things here, obviously. Like 243, 244 would not look the same anymore. You couldn't just do what we do here in 16 weeks. You guys were really good. So you'd have to rethink what are those courses. I wonder if that would offset some of that.
I wonder. Combine a lot of classes with 243 and 244 maybe. I mean, in some senses it might make it worse because you'll have to combine classes that are split apart now and then do both of those. That much material in 16 weeks instead of 20.
Well, that's the worst thing that could happen. But it is what has happened in some states that have done it poorly. I just got an email from a dude who's going to take 244 next term with me. He said he took 243 in 2005 somewhere, some other school, semester school. And he gave me a laundry list of what he did in 243 in that school. It was a Washington school, I think, or a private school. No, it was Massachusetts. But COCC gave him credit for 243 for this course. That course contained everything from 243 to 244. That is the worst possible thing we could do, is take both those courses and smash them in 16 weeks.
Yeah.
They are 20 weeks now, and that's not enough time to do everything.
Yeah.
So you'd have to restructure 243 to have part of what is in 244 in it, a logical stopping point, and then a logical starting point for 244, and then some other stuff that's not in 244 that should be, that I never get to anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not saying that is definitely not the right way. You can't compress 20 weeks into 16 and call it good, because that's just insane. That's the opposite of what Sarah was talking about, which is like torture. So, the different kind of torture. Torture by over exposure to then under exposure. So, yeah, anyway, my thoughts. That's all they are, is my thoughts. So, other questions? Any questions? Assessments coming up, project next week. Not until next week. It's got an Excel component, make sure you don't forget about that. If you have Macs, try not to use your Mac. Just because I can't guarantee what's going to happen if you open that spreadsheet on a Macintosh. It's almost like rolling the dice. Renee, what do you got?
I have a Mac, and if you use, what is it?
So numbers?
Well, it uses numbers, but if you go onto Google Docs,
Ooh, you'll open there. Beautiful. There's no graphical component. That's right. This one doesn't have a graphical component. Thank you. So open it in Google Doc.
Yeah.
Nice. I'd like to eventually get away from Excel altogether and start using Google Docs pretty much exclusively, but I haven't quite gotten there yet. So there's a solution for Macintoshes, or just come to school and do it. I mean, honestly, it probably wouldn't take you more than 20, 30 minutes at school pressing F9 to get the spreadsheet part done. So, just a heads up.
Which project is that?
Next week, whatever next week, it's called super counting.
Okay.
Super counting and simulations, and the simulations part is the part that Renee's talking about with the spreadsheet. So, just make sure you don't wait till the last minute and then have a computer that, like you're opening up your computer for running Windows, I don't know, 3.1. Exactly. Good. That joke didn't completely fall flat. Good. Yes, we remember Windows 3.1. That looks like a window. So yeah, anyway, just make sure the technology doesn't bury you guys for next week. And that's it. I'll get some more quizzes up for you. Yeah, a couple more projects in your last exam. That's like the last couple of big assessments. Plus a bunch of quizzes, whatever quizzes you have to get to 10. How are we feeling? Good?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you all who have taken, I sent a reminder about a survey yesterday. I'm trying to help prep next year's scheduling. Like Daniel mentioned, the 8:15 class, 2:44. Basically, I'm the early morning guy. Like I'm the early morning stat guy. Donna likes the afternoon stat classes. And what I'm doing is I'm putting a survey out there to collect your preference on times to see if we're even offering them correctly. Now what I've discovered is, at least so far in 2 terms of data collection, 243 students love 8 to 2. And it's almost evenly distributed, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to 2. That's your guys' favorite times.
I just chose my 1 through 3.
That's totally fine, and that's what showed up. And that's what showed up, on average, that's what showed up. A couple, maybe 3 people said I wanted it at night, and then maybe 6 people said they wanted it online, which is something we're considering. I'm developing that course that we'll talk to you about, Danielle. But 243 loves 8 through 2, 244 loves 8 through noon. 244 does not like the afternoons, which is interesting. I don't know why, for whatever reason they don't like the 8 through noons. And I sent the survey to my students and to Donna's students and to current 111 students trying to pull their data as well. So it's very interesting trying to find out what you guys want on average and scheduling. And the reason I do this, of course, is because there's always 1 or 2 students, not you guys, you're here, but they'll say like, we need a night section because I can't take it during the day. And then I go back to the data, I'm like, 3 people need a night section. Like, I can't have a class for 3 people. So I develop other things like hybridized, like online, that's what I'm developing to help those students. I don't want to say, the hell with you, 3 students, that's the wrong thing to do. But on average, I can't make a night section that's going to inconvenience 27 people and help with 3. So, hence, another reason data collection is freaking awesome, because it lets you answer those questions. And it's interesting, you fell right in the average at Carolyn, it's kind of cool. Sometimes that happens, sometimes we do. So please, if you didn't get a chance to do that yet, it's a 3-question survey, very quick. Just knock it out and send it back to me. It's anonymous, I don't know who you are, so I don't know who wants what time. But just if you don't mind, send it in. And I might have another Survey Monkey towards the end of the course, just to get your guys' opinions about stuff in general. We'll talk more about that as the class goes on. Anything else? Cool? Let's get back to some experiments then. As we're recapping, I'm going to hand around the dice. Grab 2 dice, preferably different colors, and a coin, a penny. We're going to flip pennies today too. And what I want to do is